What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. I've been on YouTube since early 2015, and when I came into YouTube, you had the Advice show, which was Phil Scott. There was Tommy Sotomayor that was quite popular. Boyce Watkins was still popular. Tariq Nasheed was just getting on the platform. I think he's kind of popular too. But another guy that was popular was Team Rob, okay? And I forgot what his other name was. He's had many different channels. Some of them have been shut down, but Robert Perkins, okay? And Robert Perkins is actually a really good YouTuber. I've seen his channel that was taken down before. I've been following for some time. He's a good YouTuber. I really think that he really didn't understand how the business really worked long term, but and he somehow got out of the business to take it as serious. But he was a guy that was close to 100,000 subscribers. He was he was making money, I'm pretty sure. But one of the things that Rob is known for is not necessarily his content as much, but this whole situation that he got with Cynthia G getting her pregnant, adding yet another baby on his list of baby mamas, according to some. But the reason why I'm talking about this particular video is because Mr. Perkins, Team Rob, made a video at the Black Manosphere. Now, the reason why this video was made was because someone inboxed him and called him a simp. He didn't respond to that guy, so he decided to make a video called Manosphere Jiggas, right? And so he decided that he wanted to come after the whole entire sphere. Now, I will say this before I get into the nitty-gritty of what he's talking about. I have heard Mr. Robert Perkins make videos before holding men accountable and women accountable too. So I will say he tends to have a somewhat of a balanced viewpoint in the content in which I have seen. I haven't seen like a whole great deal of it, but what I have watched seems to be that he calls things right down the line, very similar to what I would think, being balanced. So I will give him that. But he says that that this guy said that Rob doesn't hold black women accountable. And he says that black men in the manosphere want to tear black women down to make her feel like she is unworthy of a man. So, and make her so low that she will want to then get with us. Okay? And, we're tearing the women down who give birth to us. Right? I'm just kind of going over some of the things, and we're asking women, what do they bring to the table? But what are black men bringing to the table? All we feel that we need to do is work and give money, but we don't need to give any provision. We don't need to be able to solve problems. We're not bringing the right energy to her. So those conversations are not being had. All that's being had is what we need to do as far as bringing money. And obviously, Mr. Perkins is not very familiar with Black Manosphere content. And this is something that is very ignorant of what he's trying to accomplish because he doesn't really understand what he's talking about. We have plenty of content that is related to certain parts of self-development, a lot of levels of accountability, a lot of levels of understanding your own mistakes and not blaming women for everything. That goes on a lot in the community, but when you don't really understand what you're talking about, you will see anything because, hey, some guy messaged you on Instagram. So because some random guy did that, well, let's cover the whole Black Manosphere because this is how I feel, and I feel like ranting in the truck when I'm not really making that much sense. Okay? He also talks about baby daddies. We want to criticize black women for how many baby daddies they have, but, not why or how long they're in a relationship before she had those kids. Now, that's very interesting. Now, I don't want to use it as an ad hominem, but if you think about this situation that he's describing, this is exactly what Cynthia G said about Robert Perkins. That Okay? What do black men talk about? Black men say that sisters are dealing with guys that don't want to be married, that don't want to be fathers or stay-at-home fathers. They're not responsible. So we say that women who do that, should not do that. So of course, guys hold women accountable to that. And that's the same thing that happened with you. And I'm not trying to make an ad hominem here, but you're really explaining your situation. It's kind of like damn if I do, damn if I don't. I don't even know if these guys, and he even says that, we are drifting from reality. Team Rob, bro. What do you mean drifting from? Where do you live? Wait, what country are you in? Do you understand what you're talking about? It's laughable to hear these guys come onto the platform as if they didn't got no problems. When, bro, you're documented. All right? Now, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt now, but now I got to get you. You're documented as having multiple baby mamas all over the country. Okay? This baby mama that you had, who, by the way, is known as probably one of the best black male bastards in the world. This is who you got pregnant. And then you want to come from the Manosphere. I just don't get it. Everybody's flawless in the black community. You said that too. And that is true. People don't want to talk about the excellent report card like you don't. And see, this is what I'm talking about with a lot of guys out here who, feel like they need to have the position to be able to speak and talk about certain things when they're guilty of the same thing they're talking about. That's what's wrong with the black community right now. Like, certain guys should just be shutting up. Like, he's one of them. Like, bro, like go over there, drive the trucks, okay, and just do that. Like, pick your loads up, bro, and just chill. Because really, you're a hypocrite to your own message. You're a smart guy. I like how you break things down, but you're a hypocrite to what you're talking about. You don't live what you're talking about. Okay? You just don't. And you're the kind of guy that black men complain about. Like, look, you got these babies by the guy that ain't gonna be with you. So we're supposed to clean up that mess. I mean, hello? Who wants to deal with some lady after Team Rob has already messed them up? Does that make sense? And this is what we're dealing with right now in the black community. People who want to have a voice, who don't need to be in the conversation. Okay? Certain people in the black community don't even need to be there. They should be somewhere else. Not here, but somewhere else. Because at a certain point, you got to live what it is that you're talking about. And like George Macon says, on YouTube, you can be the butcher, the baker, or the candlestick maker. You can be anybody you want to be. Say any goddamn thing, as if people won't forget. Bro, we know you. I mean, we don't know you personally, but we know about you, enough about you to know that you don't know what you're talking about right here. You just don't. You need to be quiet. All right? And the reality is that as far as talking about Manosphere guys, bro, you don't even know if that guy was even in the Manosphere at all. If there was something that you wanted to address to him, why wouldn't you man enough to just address it in the inbox? Like, for example, if somebody, came from the black feminist community and sent me a DM on Instagram, whatever I'm going to say it to that person. I'm not going to just come in, to the whole community of people and start calling them, bitch ass people and all this other stuff. These things that you're saying, which is relatively uncalled for. Just saying anything. Okay? I'm going to deal with that person themselves. You don't even understand the community you're coming from. The business content that we have. Like, the kind of stuff that you never talk about in your community. Because there's no ecosystem built in what you do. Like, it's just broke babble. All right? That's what you do. Broke babbling about nothing. Okay? That's kind of... And only where you have some few points here and there. But ultimately, you're a good YouTuber. But ultimately, it's broke babble. That don't make it bad or anything. That bad. But it is broke babble because it's like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're hypocrite to your own message. So if you don't believe in nobody that listens to you, should believe it either. Broke Babble. So guys, what do you think about? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.